what's the new shows you watching? They say I haven't peeped it yet, but Angela Bassett, man, you peeped her new show?
Yes, man. Well, it's a lot.
How'd you like it, man?
Oh man. All right. Well, first of all, I'm in.
Who's in it with her?
Is Angela Bassett is Rockmond Dunbar. I like him.
Oh, my man from
He's not
Soul
really.
Food. Yeah,
He's cool
yeah.
guy.
That's
He
my
was on
dude. I
Prison Break and
like
other
him.
shows. I like him. And
Yeah, yeah.
and there's a couple of familiar faces like white faces. Like I don't know their names, but I've seen them before. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay.
So but I've seen a lot of promotions of this new show. The show's called 911. Is a show about first responders. So they have a police officer, they have fire and rescue, and they have a 911 operator, and all these stories somehow
Okay.
collide together. And apparently like they broke records on the opening on the pilot episode. So after the second episode, Fox already renewed it for a second season already. Mind you, the
Okay.
show just premiered this month. So, so that's very impressive. Like, for what as I heard like 15 million people tuned in to the first episode. So those were real good numbers.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but like I said, I'm late on the bandwagon. So today I was like, okay, we can finally go check out the show because, like I'm been reading about it. They got renewed for the second season. Got all these big ratings, and it's Angela Bassett. She'll always be animated me from the Tina Turner movie. So,
Right, right,
so
right.
like I'm gonna peep this out. So I sat down and peeped out the episode, and
You trying to please Ike, huh?
right, you know what I'm saying? Right. So I'm watching the show, but at the time, only knew Angela Bassett was on the show. I didn't know anything else. So, and I kind of like watching shows like that because I'm going in really with no expectations. You know.
Okay.
So I have a fresh perspective and everything. So I'm watching the show. It's pretty good. It started off with a lot of action. It started off action packed and everything. It's all building characters and everything. So like 20 minutes in, so she goes home. So find out that she's married. I'm like, cool. Okay. That's what I saw Robin Dunbar. I'm like, okay. She got a black
Okay.
husband. She got two beautiful kids, boy and a girl. So I'm like, you know
Okay.
what I'm saying? Like, bet. I'm like, all right. So like. Finally, because like
Working class Cosby.
you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Because you know how rare it is to see a black family on television. Especially prime time.
Right, right, right.
So, but apparently they're not getting along. So I was like, okay. Well, it's a drama, so it's gonna be some type of drama within the marriage. Cool, that'd be expected. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So we ain't tripping on that. So, yeah, but the kids are so bothered, and the kids are like, look, y'all making us feel uncomfortable. Like, whatever y'all got going on, it must be serious. Y'all making us feel real uncomfortable. So, Robin Dunbar, hey, this is a spoiler alert. You haven't seen the show. I don't care. But this is the very first episode.
Okay, you about to spoil me because I'm waiting to hear it because I ain't seen this show yet.
so, so Robin Dunbar look at Angela Bassett, like, look, you gotta tell him. We gotta tell him. Like, I'm about to tell him. Like the thing. And apparently they
What he
already.
got another baby? What he got? An outside baby or
They
something?
don't
What
think
he
I'm like,
got
okay,
going on? He
like,
got a
okay.
side chick?
So I'm gonna enter my seat with this shit. Like, oh shit, this dude got another bitch on the side. You know what I mean? Like, damn. So he sat them down and did at the dinner table. So he sat them down and everything. And he held the kids
Okay.
by the hand.
All
And he
right.
got real quiet and tense. And Angela Bassett like, do not tell them. So like, and he's like, look, man, like obviously they know something's going on. They mature enough to know. They gotta know. All right, okay. So I'm like, okay, he about to announce another bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't think of anything else it could be. So like, situation like that usually like infidelity or cheating or whatever. So this dude's like, yo, he held their hand, he looked dead in the kid's eyes, and say, "Hey kids, I'm gay." I was like, "What the fuck?" It's like, god
Whoa.
damn, like really for real. I like the very first episode, 25 minutes in, like I can't get a whole episode of a black family. You know what I mean? I was like, God damn, Fox, like it's always fucking something.
It's always an agenda, and it's not no
Always.
homophobic thing. It's like, can we just have some straight black
Yeah.
men with families just going on?
Right.
That's all we asking for.
Yeah. Like, yo, none against gay people. Like, look, it's 2018. I know how it is. Like, it is what it is. Hell, we live in Atlanta. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's not fair. We're not showing a fair balance or representation of black
Representation.
males. You know what I mean? Like every time you get a black
Right.
male on TV, if he's straight, he's a thug. You know what I'm saying? He's threatening. Or
It's crazy. Not to cut you off, But it's like all of these accolades and shows. That's always the underlying agenda. As dope as Moonlight
I was
was,
just thinking of that.
if that had not been the underlying thing, would it have projected itself to the top?
Hell no,
If it was just
it
being
would not
a
be.
coming of age story of an African American teen in the hood,
Yeah,
but that dynamic is what pushed it over the
hell
top. You know
yeah,
what I'm
it would
saying?
never won Best Picture. It was a straight black boy. Never. I mean, I said that shit with straight face, man. Yeah, never that, man. I don't care what people say. Yeah, man, there's an agenda, man. And I'm like, bro, like, and I'm sitting here just thinking, and I'm watching this shit, and I'm thinking about all the shows I've been watching, man. Like, damn, like I'm talking about TV shows and movies. Like, how many black families do you see? You know what I'm saying? And like, you got all these black boys
Right.
out there. You know, it's funny because you hop on Facebook and Twitter, all the shit. You see all the damn drama and relationship type shit. You hear shit talk about niggas ain't shit. You know, you hear all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, yo, but hell, like, can you really blame them? Because what have they seen? Images control the narrative, especially as a child. So, especially,
Like Boosie caught a lot of flack about that late
yeah,
last year when he was saying, but he's right though. I mean, it's not nothing against it's not anything against a homophobic thing, but it's like if you put constantly putting it in front of the kids face. I mean, if they come to that conclusion that that's what they are born to be, okay, let it be.
I
It is
just feel
what
like
it
you get
is.
crucified for being a
But
straight black man. That's what I feel like.
yeah,
And so, and I think getting totally ignored because every time you talk about representation in the media, it's either about the gay community or women. You know what I'm saying? And not knocking it because they should, I mean, it's real life. They here be represented. You know what I mean? But we are slowly
right.
being erased from the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like, man, you feel like the straight black guy. I mean, I'm thinking like, okay, you got a straight black guy. He got a beard. He's successful. They have a wife who's working hard. They have two beautiful kids. They got a nice home. And then you tell me the very first damn episode, this nigga gay. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck out of here, man. Like, you can catch a W for nothing. You know what I mean? And this on top of my head, the only black family I can think of that had a positive role right now on TV is Lethal Weapon with Damon Wayans and Keisha Sharp.
okay. What about Blackish? Or you
Oh
just
yeah,
mean
yeah, yeah,
comedy
yeah.
drama though?
Blackish too. But even then, like, I can't. And the only reason, I feel like they mocking us with that too because it's called Blackish. What's the face is not fully black. Bo, uh, Tracy Ross. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, right.
So,
Okay,
so, so they
okay.
kind of playing with us on that end too a little bit. Like I think like you say, you had Jewish, you have Blackish. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they kind of teasing us on that end too. But I give it that too. 'Cause I mean, it's still, you know, Anthony Anderson. He's a guy from the hood. He made it out, went to school, got a good job, and he raising some great kids, some intelligent kids. So you know what I mean. So yeah, I give that a pass. So two families. Two fucking families out of all the programming on television, out of all the TV
Right.
shows, all the movies. You know what I mean? Like that's the only two that we got, bruh. You know. So it's like, man. So yeah, I was very upset when I saw that, man, because like, damn, bro. Like, okay, I get it, but and like, God, like like you see plenty of white straight couples all the time, and they families all the time. But it's a shame that I can only count with two black families, on TV.
Okay.
And in 2018 now, only two black families. And I was really upset when I saw that. I was like, man. So, but I kept watching it. I was like, cause there's they had 3 episodes released so far, I believe. So I watched all three today. This is
Okay.
see, cause I don't want to be like, I didn't want to cut it off right there. I did. Like, I didn't want to cut it off right there. Like, I kept watching to see how this character develops. So, dude, it gets worse.
Okay. It get
It gets
worse.
worse, and this
Okay.
is how it gets worse. So of course, Angela Bassett, she all fucked up about it. She pissed off about it because she dedicated her life to this dude. She married this dude, got kids with this dude. This had this dude tell
Hmm.
her that she's gay. All right, so
Right.
so she fighting with it. She going through a lot of shit with it. Understandable. So that's part of the storyline throughout the episodes. And but she got to a point. She's like, you know what? I still love him, and I still want to keep my family. So they went to therapy, and and she told him straight up, like, look, we ain't like we been having sex or anything like that anyway. So like, yo, if we can both agree to a celibate life, I still keep it with the marriage. Cool. Right,
Wow,
that's how bad she
wow,
wanted to keep
wow,
it
wow,
together.
wow, 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 wow,
So here's the kicker. So after
wow.
all that shit, it gets even worse. So when she did pour out her heart, trying to save her family, this dude like, but I met a guy. I was like, oh,
Who met a guy?
dude, Rockmond Dunbar, the husband, met a guy.
Oh boy.
So now they throwing another man in the picture. Then they showed the dude in the last episode. They showed it, man, young black man, bro. So yeah, so I mean, Rodman Dunbar, he's a handsome guy. So you got two handsome black men on the show that's gay. I was like, bruh. I was like, man,
So they really gonna bring this down low thing to the forefront? Okay.
man. So and then even still, she's still, like I said, man. I mean, they've been married for years and years, cause the kids, one of them look like
How old are the
the
kids?
girl, the girl was a teenager.
And how old is the
And the
son?
son looked like he had to be maybe 10 years old, 10 to 12. So
That's a lot to drop on little man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah, you know what I mean? So, but I didn't also let you know how long they've been together too. So they've been together for more than a decade. So that's a lot.
Right,
You know what
right.
I mean? So and he was trying to explain how deep down you knew I was gay and all that other shit. So they played into that whole narrative and everything, man. And like I say, I ain't trying to say you to take gay people out the equation and out of me the period. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying there should be a balance. You know what I mean? And no representation for our black boys right now, because not all black boys are gay. You know what I mean? So
Right.
and the ones who are not gay, that doesn't mean they're gonna grow up and be threatening and be some type of thug, because that's all they see.
That's true. That's true. That's true. It's like okay, it is like here's like a seesaw, but it's a whole bunch of
Yeah,
stuff in the middle that
do you want to be
that we got like
do you want to be an upstanding gay man, non-threatening, successful, or you want to be this straight man who's a threatening and a thug over here? You know what I mean? Like they feel like it's the only two options you're giving them, and I don't like that shit.
right,
You know what I mean? So
right, right.
and that bothered me. I'm like, man, I'm reading, so I'm bought into all this hype about this show. They redoing this for the second season. And I see this on the very first episode, and I'm like, man. So it's like, and really, do the show is not bad. The show is kind of refreshing. Like I got to give it to them. The writing is pretty good. I kind of like the characters they've been building. Like it's not a bad show. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But
I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna still
yeah,
check
I
it
think
out
you
and get a
should.
vibe of it. You know.
I think you actually like the show. But if you're not paying attention to how media works, it go right over your head though. You know what I mean? And that's why I speak out on it so much, because nobody speaks on it, because I don't think they noticed it. Yeah, man. So I did not like that at all. But I'm gonna see how it. I mean, like I said, I'm gonna keep watching the show. Um, Keep an eye on it and stuff, man. But I just want people to be more aware of that, or keep in mind and stuff, man. Because like I say, we don't talk about it enough. We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it at all. So that's why I'm speaking on it. And now, like everything that I watch, TV shows and movies alike, I look for that. Like I say, because I'm telling you, I saw some great movies last year, but all the black characters
Hmm.
was bad. You know,
Okay.
I can't even think of a positive straight black male character in Spider Man, and I like the Spider Man movie. But every black person I
Okay.
think of was a bad guy. Childish Gambino was a bad guy. Woodbine, they got Woodbine that worked with Mike Keaton, a bad guy. That's the only black guys I remember. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like, but things are so subtle, man. People don't realize it's funny how we catch on to something with like the H&M coolest monkey in the jungle, but you can't catch on to all this other stuff though. You know?
Right.
So it's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, but yeah, that I ain't gonna lie, man. That burnt me up, man. And I'm still kind of heated about it now, because I just saw the episodes tonight. I just saw it this
Okay.
evening, so this is all still fresh to me right now. But
Cool.
yeah, man. But that's how I felt about it, man. I didn't like that part at all. And for all you black women out there raising black boys, I want y'all to start paying attention to this shit, man. Because this is what you boys are seeing, you know. So
Speaking of like,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
what they see.
You gotta be worried, and you gotta think about, like you say, images control the narrative. So, and you all know these days people ain't reading it as much as they used to. You throw these kids in front of TV screens. You throw these kids in front of tablets all the damn time. So
That's
and
true.
that's all your child is seeing. Like from the age of, like this say you start from the age of 8 to 18. That's 10 years of programming. So by that point, he's gone. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like, really, by the age of 12, they're programmed. You know?
That's true.
So I just want them to be more aware of that, man. Because, like, you can't say, oh, no good black man out here. Or, no straight men out here. This, that, and the third. But, like, look at you feeding yourself. Look at what we indulging. We had to pay attention. Like, we know that black lives don't matter. So why do you think like certain things are gonna be fair and other one's not? All of it's not fair. So
That's true.
we gotta be on guard with everything we do. Where we shop, what we watch, all that stuff, man.